Today, I'd like to discuss the origins of Satan, where he comes from, what his job is, his purpose, um, how he came to be, stuff like that. All the videos I've done up until this point has to get to Satan and how everything relates from the throne of God to our reality, from all points of religion, from Islamic to Hebrew to Christianity, Satanism, you name it. It's all right here. And it's going to be probably a 2 to 3 video set that I'm going to be doing. Because there's a lot of information here, and I'm going to have to talk fast because I can only do about 12 to 13 minutes on my cell phone, recording wise. So it's probably going to be about 3 videos, if not 2, 2 or 3. So why don't we get started? Satan. The origin of Satan is Hebrew, meaning accuser, adversary, the tempter of man, pronounced Ha-Satan. His job was the chief of the order of virtues, or seraphim. His image, or the image of Satan, was shown to have 12 wings in the first angel who sinned, according to the bishop Agobard. Satan was the first, or the one, who tempted Adam and Eve. It was also said that Satan was the one who carried all the angels within his wings and on himself. As Langton says in Satan, a portrait, in the later Jewish literature, Satan and the serpent is one, or the other is the vehicle for the other. But originally, Satan was the chief of the seraphim and head of the order of the virtues. Gregory the Great stated in his Moralia, pays tribute to Satan, and wrote, after listing the 9 hierarchic orders, that to all of them, as in the angels, as a garment, transcending in glory and knowledge. Talmud claims that Satan was created on the 6th day of creation, and through a misreading of Isaiah 14:12, he has been identified with Lucifer. To Aquinas, Satan, being the first angel who sinned, is not a seraph, but a cherub, with the argument that the cherub being derived from knowledge, which is compatible with mortal sin, but seraphim is derived from the heat of charity, which is incompatible with mortal sin. Jerome states at the time Gregory of Nyssa, Oregon, Ambrosiester, and others, Satan will be reinstated in his pristine splendor and his original rank. This is also Kabbalistic doctrine. Originally, Satan represented more of an abstract entity than the personification of evil. The Hebrew scriptures of Old Testament, he appeared as the adversary or opponent, a divine agent who could appear in both angelic and human features. Satan is in charge of testing humans, as in the book of Job. In the New Testament, Satan, it was depicted as a dragon, and his power acknowledged, but was part of creation. He couldn't overpower God and was under God's power. In fact, if Satan's powers could rival God's authority, the underlying principle of monotheism could not, well, hold. In Judaism and Christianity, there is no room for or space for a dualistic opposition of good and evil. If we look at the Persian religion of Zoroastrianism, and in the Manichaeism, the Gnosticism, we can see that in Christianity, Satan is pictured as the tempter, accuser, punisher, and the leader of the fallen angels. Islam shares with Christianity on a number of concepts about Satan. He is found in the Quran as El-Shaitan, the demon, and was conceived as the tempter. He is also associated with the human principles, the flesh, or the nafs, N-A-F-S, and his power to lead humanity astray by disguising and identifying his identity and leading humanity to do evil deeds. In the folkloric Judeo-Christian and Islamic traditions, where he is typically depicted as the horned one, aka Pan, he appears in association with fertility and sexuality cults and in the practice of witchcraft. Satan was held responsible for the healing powers of witches practicing the Sabbath rituals for centuries throughout Europe. So, right there you can see a number of different things. There's a lot of other stuff here, so I'm going to go on to the second one for right now. So as usual, you can always come to me with what you've heard on this one, and I'll make myself available to you. So, here we go.